Good family, you're back with another video today, and we're going to be giving 10 tips on how you can become a reseller in 2026. Now unfortunately we've got some orders to go post, as you can see there, so we're going to get that done and we're going to come back in a sec. But before that, so you guys know I'm vouched, we're going to give a little rundown on how we got started. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Quick rundown on my reselling story, just so you know I'm not chatting out my ass when it comes to this. I know quite a bit. I started almost 2 years ago, late 2024. I had raked in just after I had hopped off of eBay when I was 15. That's what I used to do before that. So I've had quite a bit of experience in selling. But yeah, we've been going for almost 2 years, or me, I've been going for almost 2 years. Sold to artists across the UK, and I'm pretty much vouching when it comes to this. I've got sold over hundreds of products, hundreds of sales, made thousands monthly off of this. So I know pretty much what I'm talking about to a certain extent. So yeah, let's get into this.
The journeys were gone. I got a couple hundred streams. I'm grateful. The journeys were gone. I'm grateful.
Cool. Let's get into it. So the first point we're gonna go straight into this. We've got to find a supplier. Now, as a reseller, of course, you want to find a supplier. You want to be able to source in products that your customer wants. You're gonna have to be able to have something to sell. So you're gonna need a supplier first things first. If you guys do need a supplier, you can check the link in bio. I am personally a supplier myself, and I've also got other UK-based suppliers for sale with other products if you guys did need. But yeah, that's the first point. Pretty simple. Second point, we've got to find a good product that the market wants. Now, when I first started, I was doing essentials, and essentials were popping at the time, so I got off pretty fast. You get me? I took a step. It went off pretty quickly because there was a lot of demand for essentials in the market, and then of course once it got to summer times, you had the essential short sets. So you want to find a product that can last you all year. Maybe that could be shoes, or a brand like Essentials that does short sets and tracksuits. So in the winter time and the summertime, you'll still be making money. You're not going to have to find a whole new product. So it's pretty simple like that. When it comes to this, you might want to do some market research. For me, it was right in front of me. But yeah, you want to see what the market wants, what people are wearing. Look on TikTok, Instagram, and things of that nature. Find a good product that people are going to buy without hesitation. Something that you see people wearing every day. That's a good one. That, for example, right now it's summer, we got a lot of Nike Miller sets going around. People are wearing a lot of Nike or breathable items, breathable wear. Recently we've had the Aloe, the Uniqlo, but the Aloe, Lululemon for the females and some of the males. And also Air Forces, they go all year round. Everyone always don't mind a pair of Air Forces, and they're not too expensive. So everyone can pretty much buy them. So second point, find a good product that the market wants and that's in demand. For the third point, we've got create recognizable branding. Now me personally, I got my little card here, which I made on Vistaprint. I'll link in the description below. But you want to create a good recognizable branding for yourself. Me, before, I had one-up essentials, not because I was selling essentials, but like essential garments I was sourcing. But now then I rebranded to the one-up supply and kept that as that. I got a pretty good design. I made it pretty much with ChatGPT. It was a quick thing. Put it onto Vistaprint, got some cards ordered. And yeah, you want to have branding that people know, they recognize the name. So it's pretty easy to market yourself, I can say, because if you're just going by your name, then not everyone's going to know your name. It's easier for them to know your brand. You might not want them in your personal life, things of that nature. So yeah, just create a separate brand and maybe set up as Instagram. And if you want a separate Snapchat, I just did it off my main Snapchat. I had more people on the Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok to promote yourself, and that's pretty much it. You want to put your cards in all your orders, or when you're first doing it, you want to take pictures of your clients, have them hold up the cards so people start recognizing your brand. So for the fourth point, we've got promote as much as possible. You want to promote as much as possible. You want to talk to everyone. If you see on the side of the street, once you got your cards, you're able to pitch people out in public, tell them what you've got. Fortunately, my phone stopped working because of it overheated directly in the sun. But yeah, I was on promoting as much as possible. You want to get the word out there, because that's how you're going to sell. You want to be consistent when it comes to promoting your products. You're going to be very consistent when it comes to promoting your products. That's what's going to get you the sales. Literally, if you're not promoting, it's hard for you to get sales, because how are you going to get sales? But yeah, you want to promote, you want to tell people what you've got going on, post on all your social medias, the products that you have, and you want to just keep it consistent, keep doing that. And eventually, once you make your first sale, you're going to be able to, once you make your first sale, it's pretty much going to go up from there. People are going to tell their friends, and their friends, and you're just going to have a community of people who know you. And because you have that branding, it's going to be very recognizable. You're going to be easy to find, and you're going to be able to make quick sales just like that after a while. Now, this may not be the quickest process, may not be the easiest process, but once you complete that first sale, it's pretty much up from there, literally, guys. So one thing that can help you with this is using online marketplaces. People do not do this enough. You've got Facebook Marketplace, not really been as much on there, but you've got Vinted, eBay, Depop. Depop's not popping as much these days. But all the marketplaces, if you're in America, you got Macari and OfferUp, I think it's called, other things like that. So yeah, you're really able to put your products in here and they go pretty quickly. It's not too hard to do, as much on top of promoting and getting your sales from people you know and word of mouth and things like that. So next step we're going to do, you want to learn how to make labels. A lot of people do not know how to make labels. When I'm talking labels, I am talking Royal Mail, Every, DPD, Yodel, Impost, all of that. You want to learn how to be able to send products to your customers. A lot of people don't know how to do this. So we'll put up a quick thing on the screen here, or we'll just cut into it, a little screen recording where I can show you guys how to do that now. Yeah, once you've made a label, you can print it off. I've got a little label printer which I bought off TikTok shop. I'll link that in the description below if I can. If not, just hop on TikTok shop. It's not going to be that hard to find. Just search up thermal label printer. You want to make sure you're getting one that can print 6x4. Otherwise, I don't think most places like post offices are going to be able to scan the actual product to send it off. So yeah, how shipping works, basically post it, the courier takes it and they send it to your customer, their address, or they can send it to a locker and things like that. And it makes it easier so you don't have to meet up with a lot of people. You don't have to do that all the time. It's, you've got options where next day delivery, couple day delivery, 2 day delivery, and different things like that. A lot of different options like that. So it's pretty simple when it comes to getting your products to their customers, or you can just meet up with them in real life. But when you branch out and you have people adding you from all different locations that you may not be able to meet them at, sometimes this may be the best option. Yeah, so that's learn how to make labels, learn how to ship your products, as you've seen at the beginning of the video. Okay, cool. Now we've got build a relationship with your customers. You want to make sure you're giving good customer service, you're giving them good prices. When you're first starting, don't prioritize making as much money as possible. You want to limit that and get in as much exposure as possible, because that's what's going to bring you more customers, and then you can maybe start to charge higher. If you're pretty experienced in the game, then this may not be as valuable to you, but I'd say it's always valuable. Forget what I just said, it's always valuable. You want to build relationships with your customers, because people are going to go to buy off who they trust rather than someone who they don't trust, and they may even choose you over them going to buy directly from the brand, because you're offering them good prices, you're giving them good customer service, discounts, and you're not being greedy. Don't be greedy when it comes to starting off and making money in this game. Now you want to track orders in your notes or sheets. When I first started off, I used notes. I'll show you guys here how I track my orders, just did it like that. And now I use Google Sheets, where you can just log in your orders so you know what I've gone, so you know who you've sold to, how much you sold to them, what profit you've made off of that, and what date it was on, just in case you run into any mishaps, like you have to give refunds or things like that. You know exactly how much you be paying for that, or how much of an expense that will be. You also log your expenses, log all of that, but that's something you kind of have to learn separately when it comes to financial literacy of things, accounting, and literally that side of things, that whole side of the spectrum. Yeah, just track your expenses, or just account for who you've sold to and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to starting off reselling. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple products that I use when it comes to this. You guys got the label printer, got some labels in here, so we take this, put it in there, upload our thing to the app, and it will just pretty much print off the label here instead of having to get down at the shop. Sometimes this will save you a lot of time. When it comes to actually posting things, because usually you can go in with a QR code, just scan it, but that you may not want to do that every time. So you got a label printer, makes things a bit easier. Sometimes you could just go in and drop your products and leave instead of having to wait in long lines. You got these parcel bags that I also got a TikTok shop that you can literally just put your products in, wrap them up, send them off when you're shipping them to your customers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, I might be making a part 2 if you guys request it. But yeah, that is the end of the video today. Check out my YouTube channel, we've got more advice around this topic of things. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
The journey's begun. I got a couple hundred streams. I'm grateful. The journey's begun. I'm grateful.
Going out and doing nonsense things. You need to cut out all these distractions, because that's when you cut out all these distractions, you start doing